The one that inherits mines of gems and water sweet as nectar, from whose bosom grows immortal herbs, the elixir, stepping on whose summit makes us feel like stepping on heaven. Endowed with transcendent beauty and such treasure, how miraculous our Himalayas are. These lines, written half a century ago by poet Supreme Leknath Paudil, attest the intellectual prowess of our bygone poets in disseminating information and awareness on the value of the mighty Himalayas. Known the world over as the Himalayas, these holy mountains are not only storehouses of energy, mines, rare flora and fauna, but also a major avenue for recreational activities. Nepal is known as the country of the Himalayas, its crowning glory being the world's highest peak, Sagarmatha, Chomolungma, or more popularly Mount Everest. The Himalayan range includes 8 of the 10 highest peaks in the world and thus is a major tourist attraction of the world. These mountains have contributed immensely to the development of mountain tourism and ecotourism in the region. The region is blessed with lofty mountains, perennially flowing rivers, fresh waterfalls and diverse biological resources. This region is home to some of the most magnificent and endangered animals in the world, like the snow leopard, panda, musk deer and Lophophorus or daffy. This region is also bejeweled with various colorful flower species and lush green forests. The Himalayan region is also regarded as the center of origin of food crops and valuable herbs. Plenty of records survive on the traditional use of plants for medicines since the beginning of human civilization in the mountains. This region is still home to traditional therapies like amchis, vedangas and other forms of shamanism locally known as thami chakri. In recent times, the age-old Ayurvedic therapy based on these herbs has gained popularity all over the world. The traditional knowledge of these ethnic groups and the hidden science in their techniques have become a subject for keen research in today's world. In the recent years, the demand for the Ayurvedic medicines and cosmetics produced from these Himalayan plants has increased in the national and international markets.
The plants here and the house and the medicines, the sunshine medicines, you can use it all over your body and people use it all over the world. Himalaya product is the best for me and for all the people around the world. So I just say thank you to the Himalaya area and I want to keep the nature like that. This is life.
Due to the lack of awareness, these invaluable herbs had been overexploited until some years ago.
हामीले त्यतिखेर थाहा पाएन कुनै मानिसले यो सामुदायिक जंगलबाट चाहिँ औषधिमूलक हारबुटी यो बोर्डमा भएको चाहिँ उ अरु पनि लासलुस गरेर अरु बिग्रिदान गर्यो.
Likewise, forest fire, deforestation, poaching and slash and burn farming system have extensively depleted the natural resources of this region. This has led to various environmental adversities. The mountain life turned out to be more difficult than ever owing to poverty, unemployment and environmental degradation. In their attempts to get rid of the troublesome and poverty-stricken life, the wise and clever people of this region began migrating to cities and plain lands. With a view to addressing these problems, the stakeholders felt the necessity of launching an effective program that would incorporate all the sectors, including locals, community and environment conservation. As a result, Sacred Himalayan Landscape Program was implemented in the eastern and mid-Himalayan region. This program, implemented by the Government of Nepal, Ministry of Forest, ECMOD, the Mountain Institute, and other several organizations as its partner organizations. This program has covered 18 districts of Nepal. Under this landscape are Langtang National Park, Sagarmatha National Park, Makalu Barun National Park and Kanchenjunga Conservation Area. Some 5 million people live in the sacred Himalayan landscape region, and most of them are surviving under the poverty line. Above half of the populations directly depend on forest resources, animal husbandry and tourism as the source of their livelihoods.
यो जंगलमा आएको जडीबुटी भन्ने यो चाहिँ यस्तो हुन्छ यो चाहिँ हामी बेर पाल्न पर्यो यसरी बेचेर पनि बेर पाल्न पर्यो खानु पनि पर्यो भनेर यस्तो खोजिरहेको छ
WWF Nepal has been working in the environmental conservation in Nepal's mountain region. In this connection, it has been actively involved in bringing about improvement in the livelihoods of the local people by means of the sustainable management of herbs and other forest products. If we look at WWF experience gained in the environment conservation of the mountain region of Nepal, the Plants and People Initiative program launched in the Shefukshunda National Park and its buffer zone in Dolpa district has proved successful and exemplary. Through this program, the Anchi's traditional doctors practicing herbal medicine have been working for the sustainable conservation and use of the herbs.
यदि हामीले चाहिँ नेपालमा भएको जडीबुटीहरूलाई राम्रोसँग चाहिँ हामीले म्यानेज गर्न सक्यौं भने हामी चाहिँ नेपालको चाहिँ गरिब जनताको चाहिँ जीविकोपार्जन पनि उकास्न सक्छ भनेर चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ त्यहाँ चाहिँ सिक्यौं र त्यही हामीले सिकेको अनुभवहरू अहिले चाहिँ हामीले चाहिँ सेक्रेड हिमालयन ल्यान्डस्केप या पवित्र हिमालय भूपरिधिमा चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ त्यो अनुभवहरू चाहिँ हामी लागू गरिरहेका छौं.
Geographically, this program stretches from Kanchenjunga Conservation Area in the east and to Langtang National Park in the west. Various groups and committees have been formed in the local level with a view to achieving the goals of the Sacred Himalayan Landscape Program. In addition, various conservation and livelihood programs are running in the initiation. These herbs, otherwise used only for the domestic purposes, have immense commercial values. Because of the fact, rays of hope have prevailed among locals. The project activities are targeted at addressing the need of the locals and potential for the sustainable management of the herbs. Kanchenjunga Conservation Area lies in the eastern border of the Sacred Himalayan Landscape Program. It is considered as the biggest conservation area in the world, managed by the local communities themselves. Most of the programs launched by the Kanchenjunga Conservation Area project are in action for the livelihood of the locals and sustainable management of the herbs.
हामीले हाम्रो एरियामा ह्यान्डओभर भएका सामुदायिक वनमा एनटिएफसी को डिफरेन्ट हिसाबले एक्सन प्लानहरु पनि तयार भइसकेको छ र एक्सन प्लान एउटा अब साइन्टिफिक रूपमा तयार भएको कारणले गर्दाखेरि भोलिका दिनमा तत्कालै हाम्रो र मेटेरियल सकिने प्रकारको त्यस्तो प्रकारले फजलली युज हुने प्रकारको अवस्था देखिदैन.
In these community forests, permanent plots have been established in order to conduct a scientific study of the rare and valuable plants. Likewise, the projects have supported in the scientific collection of herbs, survey and monitoring of resources, and conducting the inventory of the major herbs.
कञ्चनजङ्घा संरक्षित क्षेत्र आयोजनाले पत्ता संरक्षण सामुदायिक वनको प्रजातिका लोक्टा, चिरेटो, अर्गेली छानिएको छ र चिरेटोको लागि 2x2 यसो वायरिङ तार लगाएर 2x2 को प्लट बनाएर यसो नम्बरहरू पनि राखिया छ र यसको वैज्ञानिक अनुसन्धानको लागि 6 महिनामा हामीले अनुसन्धान गर्छौं। चिरेटो र अर्गेली चाहिँ सङ्कलन गर्न नसकिने र लोक्टालाई वार्षिक 5 क्विन्टलसम्म सङ्कलन गर्न सकिने सर्वेक्षणले देखाएको छ। यति नगरेको खण्डमा हामी कारबाही पनि गरिराखेका छौँ अहिले।
The conservation efforts in Nepal, which primarily focused on the conservation of the flagship species in the preliminary phase, have deemed people's participation and their livelihoods indispensable. At present, the prime focus is on the proportional participation of the Dalits, women and other marginalized people in the conservation endeavor.
हामी महिलाहरू पनि महिला समूह संगठन गरेर जडीबुटी वनजङ्गल संरक्षण गर्न लागेका छौं।
Thus, the launch projects have prioritized those who are marginalized in terms of geography, gender and caste, and have provided them with practical and skill-oriented training. Along with the conservation, an equal attention is paid to the equitable and judicial distribution of the benefits obtained from forest products so that we can bring the poor and marginalized communities to the mainstream of the conservation efforts. However, if we look at the forest products, until a few years ago, they had no value at all, let alone the proportional distribution of the income obtained from them.
पहिला हाम्रो बाजे बराजुको पालामा चाहिँ एकदम लापरवाही तरिकाले अब जडीबुटी निकाल्ने बेच्ने तपाईको 500 रुपैयाँमा चाहिँ अब एक मन कुड्कीहरू चाहिँ बेच्ने गर्थे।
Now the time has changed. The locals here have understood the value and importance of herbs. Moreover, the market of these herbs has expanded and been more systematic.
अहिले आज तापलेजुङ उद्योग वाणिज्य सङ्घले कञ्चनजङ्घा संरक्षित क्षेत्र योजना लागू भइकन त्यसका प्रयासहरूमा चाहिँ हामीले यो बजार सूचना प्रणाली लागू गरेका छौँ। यसमा हामीले नेपालको बिर्तामोड, काठमाडौँ एसी मार्फत आएको सूचनाहरूलाई र इन्डियाको दिल्ली लगायत सिलगढीमा आएका सूचनाहरूलाई हामीले बजार भाउजी प्रत्येक किसानहरूको उसमा मार्फत पुर्याउने गरेका छौँ र अहिले त्यहाँका किसानहरू ठगिने कुरामा चाहिँ भएको छैन।
Due to the lack of sufficient herbs-based industries in Nepal, Nepalese herbs have to go through 3 to 4 tiers from collectors to traders by the time they reach foreign industries. In this network, naturally the most significant contribution is that of the collectors. Therefore, the largest share of the profit should have gone to them, but it did not because of lack of equitable and judicial distribution.
कि क्याब अफिस पनि थिएन पहिले वाणिज्य सङ्घहरूको त्यस्तो किसिमको यता मूल्य सूची तोक्न सक्ने के थिएन। अब अहिले चाहिँ वाणिज्य सङ्घले अब मूल्य कलेक्सन गरेर फिक्स दरहरू चाहिँ मूल्य सूची तोकेर के क्याब यो कन्जर्भेसन एरियामा पठाउँछ। त्यो उहाँहरूले पनि अब त्यो सूची बाहिर फगल गरेर किसानहरूले पनि अब थाहा हुने भयो। त्यो हिसाबले किसानहरूले पनि अलिकति बेच्न चाहिँ सफल भएको छ, दाम अलिक बढी पाउने।
The farmers are aware of the price they should get on basis of their labor and the value of their herbs, thanks to the efforts made by the project. For this, they have begun increasing the value of their products by grading and processing them. Moreover, they store their products for a long time until they get the proper price.
पहिला त अब हामी लाग्थ्यो भने सबै बुढा पाका सबै लाटा थियो। अहिले हामी सबै अहिलेको जमाना के सबै बाटो भन्छ त बजार भाउमा अब सबैलाई थाहा छ, सबै महँगो छ, सबैले महँगो नै बेच्छ।
Here, efforts have also been made to institutionalize these activities, which aim to promote both conservation and sustainable use of the herbs simultaneously. For this purpose, cooperatives have been established in various places of the program areas. These cooperatives are promoting the market of the herbs, providing loans for the local users easily, and establishing micro-enterprises.
गाउँठाउँमा अहिले सानो फ्याक्ट्री लिएर म सानो काम गर्दैछु त्यस अवस्थामा सरहरू के अफिसबाट नि हामीलाई सहयोग र सहायता दिनुभएको छ र त्यस पछाडि यो गाउँठाउँको आय स्रोत अथवा यो भएको लोकताहरू अलिअलि भएको त्यो लोकताहरूलाई केही सञ्चालन गरेर हामीले सानो एउटा आफ्नै गाउँमा सानो विकास गरौँ भन्ने भावनाले चाहिँ हामीले उद्घाटन गरिँदैछ भर्खर अहिले।
It is found that 90% of the Nepalese herbs are exported to India in their raw forms. However, we get bigger price for these unprocessed herbs. Considering this fact, herbs processing centers have been established in various places with the support of the projects running in this region. These centers have benefited all the sectors of the community.
केकेपले चाहिँ किनभने हाम्रो 9 गुन्सामा चाहिँ किनभने तेल प्रशोधन गर्नको लागि चाहिँ किनभने एउटा मेसिन उपलब्ध गरिदिनु भएको छ। त्यो मेसिनबाट चाहिँ 20-22 जना विपन्नहरूलाई चाहिँ किनभने रोजगारको अवसरहरू पनि पाएको छ। इन्भेन्ट्री भएको ठाउँबाट सामुदायिक वनसँग चाहिँ किनभने हामीले सम्झौता गरेर चाहिँ प्रति वर्ष 100 केजी तेल निकाल्ने गरेका छौँ। यो चाहिँ तेल चाहिँ काठमाडौँ पुऱ्याएर चाहिँ 1 केजी बराबर 2300 यसको चाहिँ मूल्य छ।
The project has helped the farmers in selecting herbs and crops suitable to the climate of their places and encourage them to adopt the alternative farming technology.
यसमा खास गरेर यस जिल्लामा चिराइतोको चाहिँ राम्रो पोटेन्सियलिटी देखिएको छ र चिराइतो खेतीको लागि झन्डै 5 लाख बिरुवा उत्पादन गर्ने भनेर यस आयोजनाले चाहिँ केही आर्थिक सहयोग गरेको छ र यो कार्यक्रम अति नै सकारात्मक र किसानहरूले पनि विस्तारै बुझ्दै गएर यसमा चाहिँ किसान प्रोत्साहित हुँदै आएको छ र यो कार्यक्रम चाहिँ भोलिका दिनमा चाहिँ एउटा सफल कार्यक्रमको रूपमा चाहिँ देखिन्छ होला।
As a result, the local farmers also seem quite motivated towards the cultivation of chiraito, amriso, alaichi and other herbs and cash crops.
चिराइतो उत्पादन गर्दाखेरि 50 देखि 60 हजार सम्म चाहिँ राम्रो गर्यो भने 1 रोपनीमा उत्पादन हुने देखेर नै म यसमा चाहिँ आकर्षक भएको हुँ र यो नर्सरीको लागि अहिले 5 लाख बिरुवा हाम्रो उत्पादन लक्ष्य छ। 5 लाख बिरुवामा चाहिँ 50% चाहिँ WWF ले उपलब्ध गराउने सम्झौता भएको छ। उहाँहरूले चाहिँ यो नर्सरीलेमा 50% सहयोग गरेको किसानलाई नै जान्छ। बिरुवा दिनु सक्यो भने हाम्रो किसानहरूको माग अनुसार चाहिँ 50 लाखको बिरुवा चाहिँ माग भइरहेको छ।
Though herbs cultivation is expanded along with the demands of the market, even these days, a large number of poor and marginalized farmers depend on the forest itself for the natural collection of herbs. Moreover, thus collected natural herbs have occupied a major share of the herbal market. The international standard for sustainable wild collection of medicinal and aromatic plants has been implemented so as to inform the stakeholders about the importance of natural herbs and abide by the standard.
हामीले प्राकृतिक जडीबुटीहरूको दिगो व्यवस्थापन सम्बन्धी अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय मापदण्डको कार्यक्रम जसलाई हामी छोटकरीमा ISCC म्याप भन्दछौँ, त्यो पवित्र हिमालय भूपरिधि कार्यक्रम अन्तर्गत कञ्चनजङ्घा संरक्षण क्षेत्र र लाङटाङ राष्ट्रिय निकुञ्जको मध्यवर्ती क्षेत्रका सामुदायिक वनहरूमा प्रयोगको रूपमा, परीक्षणको रूपमा, पाइलटिङको रूपमा सुरु गरेका छौँ, जसको प्रमुख उद्देश्य जडीबुटीहरूको दिगो सङ्कलन, दिगो व्यवस्थापन र जवाबदेहीपूर्ण, जिम्मेवारपूर्ण व्यवसाय होस् भन्ने मनसाय रहेको छ। यसमा लाङटाङ राष्ट्रिय निकुञ्जको मध्यवर्ती क्षेत्रमा चिराइतोलाई प्रयोगको रूपमा ल्याएका छौँ भने कञ्चनजङ्घामा कुट्कीलाई प्रयोगको रूपमा ल्याएका छौँ।
The Sacred Himalayan Landscape Program has also organized workshops and seminars for officers and other stakeholders of Rasua and Taplejung districts to inform them about the international standard for sustainable wild collection of medicinal and aromatic plants. Likewise, the concerned staff and local users have also been informed of this international standard through various ways.
हामीले रोटेसन रूपले
यो वर्ष यो ब्लकबाट यति निकाल्ने भनेर त्यो ब्लकमा चाहिँ सङ्कलन गर्न हाम्रो उपभोक्ताहरूलाई स्वीकृति दिएर निकाल्दा पनि अब यो के भयो, अब यसो खनेर सबै निकालेर अलिअलि चाहिँ राख्ने। अब जस्तै यो छोटो छोटोहरू चाहिँ यसरी यो कुर्की छोटो छोटोहरू चाहिँ यति राख्ने। अब पछिबाट फेरि अब हाम्रो 7वटा ब्लकमा रोटेसनले गर्दा पनि 7 वर्ष लाग्छ। अब योबाट 7 वर्षपछि हामीले फेरि यसबाट 1 केजी 2 केजीसम्म लिन सक्छौँ।
समितिले काँचो खुवाउँदैन, छिट्टै आफूले फाइदा काँचो साउले नि फेरि काँचो फेरि काम दिने त्यता औषधि पनि हुँदैन।
Not only Nepal has prioritized the issue of the sustainable management of natural herbs, but also the world community has given immense importance to it.
ISSC म्यापको यसको चाहिँ ज्यादै ठुलो महत्त्व छ, किनभने अहिले चाहिँ नेपाल मात्रै होइन विश्वमै के छ भने दिगो व्यवस्थापनलाई चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ प्रमुख आधार मानिएको छ। इम्पोर्ट गर्ने कन्ट्रिजहरूले पनि नेपालमा चाहिँ जडीबुटी चाहिँ बाहिर जाने चाहिँ भएको हुनाले त्यहाँ पनि यो दिगो व्यवस्थापनबाट आएको हो कि होइन भन्ने कुरोहरू महत्त्वपूर्ण छ। यस हिसाबले चाहिँ हामीले भन्नुपर्छ कि हामीले चाहिँ एउटा चाहिँ फरवर्ड लुकिङ एप्रोचहरू चाहिँ भनाइ गर्दा चाहिँ जनताको चाहिँ आकर्षण चाहिँ खास गरी संरक्षणतिर अझ बढ्न सक्ने, यसले गर्दाखेरि देखेको हुनाले यो प्रोग्राम चाहिँ राम्रो छ भन्न सकिन्छ।
Nowadays, most of the countries value products obtained from the certified forest and give better prices for them. This tradition has begun in Nepal too.
We are also interested to work with agencies like WWF towards strengthening ISSC map project, because we feel that sustainable harvesting is beneficial for entire community, for all industries, for all the stakeholders concerned in this business, which we are very much in favor of doing it. But also we want to encourage these agencies to do conservation through cultivation approach, so that we all will have a win-win situation.
Here are some plants protected by the Forest Act Nepal. Such plants are considered very important from a business point of view. The government has banned the trade and use of most of such plants.
उत्पादन हुन्छ, सतत उत्पादन हुन्छ, त्यहाँ संरक्षण पनि हुन्छ, व्यापार पनि हुन्छ, दुनियाँ हुन्छ भने किन बन्द प्रतिबन्ध लगाइरहने? त्यस कारणले हामीले खोलेको अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय मापदण्डले पनि त्यही के भन्छ भने मोनिटरिङ मेकानिजम बलियो गराउनु पर्यो। सोर्सदेखि व्यापारको अन्तिमसम्म तिमीले मोनिटरिङ गर है। त्यो चाहिँ रिसोर्स एउटा चाहिँ तपाईँको पूर्ण रूपमा विनाश नहोस्।
If we can assure the sustainable management of herbs in the Himalayan region, private sectors are likely to be attracted towards the sustainable management. The coordination among all the stakeholders from the center to the local level is indispensable for the successful implementation of the international standard for wild collection of medicinal and aromatic plants.
WWFले विगत 10-12 वर्षको अवधिमा विभिन्न चरणको जडीबुटी सम्बन्धी संरक्षण, त्यस अनुसन्धान साथसाथै स्थानीय बासिन्दाहरूको क्षमतामा अभिवृद्धि र समुदायमा आधारित संस्थाहरूको विकास गर्ने काम भएको छ। यसको ज्वलन्त उदाहरण भनेको कञ्चनजङ्घा संरक्षण क्षेत्रलाई स्थानीय बासिन्दालाई चाहिँ सरकारले हस्तान्तरण गरेको अवस्था छ। नियमावली आएको अवस्था छ। स्थानीय बासिन्दा आफैले त्यसको चाहिँ विभिन्न कर सङ्कलन गरी व्यवस्थापन गर्न सक्षम भएको छ। यो कुराले अझ यसलाई मूर्त रूप दिन, विशेष गरी जीविकोपार्जनलाई उकास्नको लागि यो चाहिँ जुन जडीबुटी सम्बन्धी व्यवसायीकरण गर्ने काम भइरहेको छ, यो व्यवसायीकरणको कामलाई चाहिँ अब WWFले बृहत रूपमा लगी प्रमाणीकरणसम्म लाने हाम्रो लक्ष्य छ। यसमा सबै सरोकारवालाको सहयोग हुनेछन्, हामी विश्वस्त छौँ।
In order to make the ongoing program result-oriented, we need to assist the farmers and concerned groups financially and technically. We need to carry out scientific research on these plants and set a monitoring mechanism with the direct involvement of the locals. These can be the only yardsticks for the success of this program, and we hope that this will materialize. In this regard, we pay tribute to these heroes and conservation martyrs.